Joining me now is Kayla Short. She's Salesforce's Director of Consumer Insights. Kayla, welcome.
Thank you for having me, and happy Cyber Monday.
Happy Cyber Monday, Kayla. What were some of the major takeaways from Black Friday, according to Salesforce data?
Well, it was a record-breaking Black Friday this year. Global sales and US sales were up big, but two things that really stood out to us in the data. Number one, mobile is really the new driver of digital behavior. 70% of US orders came over mobile devices, which means even those high-end, big-ticket items are being placed over the phone, which is really impressive. But what we're really excited about here at Salesforce, and what we hear our retail customers excited about, is the role of AI. AI drove over $14 billion worth of online sales across Black Friday worldwide, which is just massive.
Amazing. And I understand that Salesforce tracks the data of 1.5 billion shoppers. What kind of information are you gathering in those data points?
Yeah, well, our findings and our projections are based on the aggregated data of all of the shopping activity that is coming from our Agentforce commerce, marketing, and service platforms. And particularly our Agentforce commerce product is powering AI first experiences for retailers from the point of discovery through the transaction and additionally into customer service as well, so that post-transactional experience. So we are transforming the online shopping experience from end to end.
All right, and what impact, if any, are tariffs having on the consumer this holiday shopping season?
It's hard to say with 100% certainty that tariffs are impacting pricing. We do have some clues in the data which say potentially there is some correlation there. Average selling price, especially in the US compared to other markets, is up much higher, 7% average selling price increase on this Black Friday. So some part of that is being driven by consumers opting into higher price goods. So luxury and home furniture, for example, were two top performing product categories that drove that up. But we've actually been seeing selling price increase since Q3 towards the end of the summer, whereas in the first half of the year, selling prices were about 2% year over year growth in 2025. So there is some clues in the data that tariffs could be having an impact on price this holiday season.
Right, and how can consumers know if a price has gone up due to tariffs? Is that obvious or immediately available?
You know, there are no real tools out there that can tell consumers that prices are increasing due to tariffs. What we've seen over the last decade of studying consumer behavior is that consumers are really savvy and they are in tune they know whether or not they're paying higher prices. And in fact, as we were leading up to the holiday season, online traffic was really strong. So shoppers were doing their research, they were adding to their carts and their wish lists ahead of the Cyber Week event. And so they know if they're getting a good deal. And so what we've seen across the weekend so far is that the deals were good, consumers are converting, they came out strong.
All right, and what are some of the top items that sold on Black Friday?
Yeah, worldwide, we're seeing strong growth across active footwear, especially furniture doing really, really well. And then luxury. Luxury is a top performer, especially in the US market. We're seeing really strong performance on Black Friday and over the weekend in the luxury market, but also in home goods. So like furniture, appliances, and even decor and dining all performed really well in the US this week.
And at the top of our interview, you talked about those massive numbers how AI has impacted shopping this holiday season. in general, can you speak more broadly about how AI is impacting the shopping landscape in our last 30 seconds?
Yeah, two really key changes for consumers with AI this holiday. Number one, with discovery, consumers are leaning into third party agentic search tools like ChatGPT, and then also brand owned shopper agents. Retailers that launched agentic shopping experiences are growing about 7 times faster this Black Friday and Cyber Weekend compared to their peers. So, highly personalized shopping experiences. And then on the customer service front, more consumers are leaning into those agentic customer service conversations, and it's just growing in numbers we've never seen before. So, really strong performance, a ton of consumer interest, both on the discovery and research side of shopping, as well as on the post transactional, getting those customer service questions answered.
All right, thank you, Kayla Short, Salesforce's Director of Consumer Insights, for that great data.
Thank you.